journey will arrive, with our passion burning bright. Up in Spurs we arise, eyes on the prize, victory in sight with all our might, with all our might, with all our might.
Hi guys, and welcome to THFC Till We Die. I'm top past present and against, well, I was going to normally would say an exciting future on the Thomas Frank, but after what we watched last night, there's nothing exciting about it. Look, I will do a video over the next, probably tonight or tomorrow, on my thoughts on Thomas Frank and why I was very disappointed with the result yesterday. And the way we played and the lack of intensity and desire. And if you look at the stats as well, it sums it all up. I'm still Frank in, and I just feel I'm going to come out and sort of say it and be blunt. I mean, anyone that wanted Ange out is now Frank in no matter what. And anyone that, you know, that's a little bit sensible about these things and, you know, you go by how we're playing, you go by results. And look, I've dug into this a little bit, and I've got a few little things that I found to go into the video. And I just feel that by pushing the emergency button now, I think it's too soon. I don't think it was back properly in the transfer window. And really and truly, I don't think we should be attacking Frank. I think we should be attacking the board. And we should be putting Enoch and the Lewis family under a lot of pressure. But we won't, because Levy's gone. And we won't. We've all been told, give the Lewis family time, give them time. I'm sorry, I'm giving them no time at all. I'm giving them no time at all. I wanted some sort of player in January that will help this front line out, because we don't have a front line. And then next summer, it needs probably investment, not 100 million being dropped here, not 100 million being dropped there. It needs investment, and it needs to be done properly. But look, I will put out a video in the next 24 hours about it and my thoughts on it. I've actually wrote down a few points that were in my head last night after the game. But this isn't the video for this. This is the video for the player ratings, how I've rated the players yesterday. And then they will be, I think, another video dropping as well, with all going over. I think it'll be done in the same video, but stats of Chelsea. And I think there's a lot to go into that. But look, let's get on with it. Let's talk about the players, the players that started yesterday. And let's talk about it on a game that was a dreadful, dreadful night for Tottenham Hotspur. Another defeat at home to Chelsea. As I said, 8 wins in total in 66 Premier League games. Now, 8 wins in total in 67 Premier League games. And it wasn't a great Chelsea side last night. That Chelsea side was for the taking. They were beatable. And we didn't do what we had to do. But anyway, let's crack on with it. And I will start there. And what I will do, I will head into that corner there. Or that. Hang on. Let's go into there. That's better. We'll go into there. I'm going to start with Vicario. Distribution was not great from Vic, but had a good game and goal. Kept the scoreline down. That's why I give him a 7. Made some particularly good save towards the end of the game. That's why I give him a 7. I just thought he wasn't the best, but he wasn't the worst out there either. He made a good save in the first half with his feet when Chelsea got behind us, and then at the end of the game, it was just. He made 2 good saves at the end. Apart from that, nothing really. Was he at fault for the goal? I don't think so. I don't think there was nothing he could do about the goal. What did get me last night is when he had the free kick at the end of the game, and Ted and Jed Spence get into the box, get up there and launch it in there. They start passing it to each other. And by the time he did kick it into the box, Chelsea had come out and the ball just went straight head to Sanchez. So, look, was he the worst player out there? No. But as I said, his distribution was not great. And his distribution was great, but he had a good game and goal at the end. When he was asked to save, he saved. but I think there's a lot of questions needed to be asked on that. On Porro, 3 for Porro. Porro's delivery has been a highlight this season. It's been poor, not in this game, in a few other games as well. Is he being overplayed? I think he is. He needs a rest, but he's not going to get that rest because we don't have cover at fullbacks, and it's really plainly to see. Also wrote down, so it was strange to see that side of his game poor today. Struggled to really contribute a lot going forward, and he did. He really did struggle. Him and Kudus on the right side really struggled. And then when Johnson came on, they were nowhere to be seen then. So look, for me, gets a tree, and that's as high as I'm going to go. Mickey van der Ven, captain of the night, was a tree. For Mickey, I fought for the goal, even if it was Simmons' fault. And I do blame Simmons more than I blame Mickey van der Ven, but he had 2 chances to get it away. Wigpaz, that was the crucial mistake, as he had 2 chances to clear and overplayed it. And he did. If you look at it, when he had 1 chance when he got the ball, he should have booted it down the line, and he didn't. And then he got it back from Simmons, got his picket pocket, Tottenham all over the place. It was a comedy of errors. And to be fair, it was another poor. He didn't look happy at the end of the game, and he's one of the players that really ignored Thomas Frank. I think Mickey van der Ven. I was speaking to a friend of mine today, and they said to me that that's really out of character for him. It is. And I think it's more frustration, but it's very telling. It's very telling that he's the one of the popular people in the team, in the camp, in the squad, and he's the one. I think people look to him, and I think he was frustrated yesterday, and I think boiled down to frustration for him. I give the same for his centre back Danso as well. Looked, he really did. Hang on, just one swings. Yeah. Yeah, with okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to do something here. If I can. Thank you. Okay. There we go. For Dan, so looked indecisive on the ball early on, caused by Chelsea press, never really adapted since. And he didn't. And he never got the grips of the game, and he came off in the second half for Romero. And I thought just a poor showing as well from Dan. So now, Jed Spence for me. Jed Spence, what can we say? God of War for me was partly a fault for the situation that led to the goal. Italy dribbling inside, trying to overplay. He tried his best last night. He really did try his best last night. But again, overplayed. He didn't get the grips of the game. Was he the worst out of the back 4? I think he was the only one that went down the wing and was trying to link up with his winger. Did defend well, and at the end told the manager to F off, we think, and stormed down the lane. Is it to do with the tactics? Is it to do with frustration? I just think it is. It's to do with a combination of things, but it didn't look good on him, and that's not what we want to see from Jed Spence. It wasn't a good look. It really wasn't a good look at all. But what can you say? He's got a reputation of this, but he gets a 4 for me because I think he was the best. I think out of the bad bunch, he was the best at the back 4. Palunia put in his usual number of strong challenges, but was overrun in the midfield by Caicedo in particular, but in plenty of effort along with his tackles. And he tried. He did try it, and that's all you can give Palunia. He was one of the players again that did try last night out of a bad bunch, but again the midfield was overrun last night. We were completely overrun. It wasn't just him; it was Papasan, but Bentancur as well. The 3 of them didn't work well, and for me, just a 4 for me. Not really. It was okay, but not bad, but not great either. Bentancur got booked as well for that tackle that could have been a red, by the way. Very surprised that tackle on James. Very surprised he didn't get a red, but thankfully he didn't. But it was a vicious tackle. And if you look at the tackle for Romero when he got sent off a couple of years ago, and Ange's first tenure as manager against Chelsea, he got sent off, didn't he? And all he did was follow through. He got the ball. It's just the just the speed of the tackle when he got sent off for it and it was given the penalty. I think VAR has gone the other way. I think they're letting a bit more go. And to be fair to Gillette yesterday, I have to give a referee some credit. It was letting a lot of crunching tackles go. It was a London derby, and he treated it such. But Bentancur, again, he tried. And I wrote down notes here for Bentancur, played the same hurried passes and looked uncomfortable in possession. The only thing I think he tried, but he didn't look his best for me. And that's why he gets the ball. I think he was the only one few players who tried that there last night. Papasar gets a tree. Our midfield was so overrun at times that it was difficult to distinguish Spurs' performance from Bentancur's or others as well. And maybe going back to Bentancur, maybe I might drop that to a tree, saying that after reading that. And maybe 4 was been a bit too kind to him. So I will drop that to a 3, guys. Saar, 3, as I read out. Part of the midfield got overrun a lot by Chelsea's midfield and, nowhere to be seen at times. So rarely, not great. And I don't know. It's a really bad day. Bad day at the office. It really is. Kudos gets a 4 for me. Again, our only attacker who looked likely to create something which is becoming a worrying trend. And it is becoming a worrying trend. That if you look at our front 3 or our front 4, wherever our forward line, he's the only one that's actually trying to create something. He had that shot in the first half, didn't he, when he cut in from the right and it just went over the bar. Tried in the second half, really didn't have any impact. So then it was 2 or 3 plays around him. So he had no way of getting into the game. He was being marked out of it. And second half, we were so starved of any service up front, it was just ridiculous. So I think, look, if anyone deserves a bit of praise, it is Kudos, but he can't do it on his own. And that's the problem. He's doing it on his own. And once he's starved, once he's cut that off, that sort of creative line has been cut off, then we've got nothing else, have we? And we've got nothing else to go for. So for me, we need to work out where we're going to play him and where he can get a bit of freedom and where he can start organising and pulling the strings a little bit, because the rest of them are not doing their job whatsoever. Going on to Kolo Morani, look, for me, a quiet game. Really didn't see much of him. Maybe once or twice, a little bits of running that defence, but he had no service, did he? He really had no service. So he wasn't really going to score. One chance he had when the goalkeeper spilled it or saved it, it could have come in and probably tried to, but would he have been offside? He sort of just stopped and the ball went out. It got recycled back in. But again, look, he's getting there. He's getting fit. He's getting match minutes into his leg. Given time, I think he will come good. But yeah, another worrying trend. A keeper, a goal scorer that can't score goals is, you need to do it. In football, you need to score goal to win games. We ain't creating chances to do that. So it's a very worrying trend. And then Simmons for a 3. Again, no lack of effort from Simmons, but not much went right today. Found it difficult to hold on to the ball and was too easily knocked off. Now, you're asking where it is Bergville. No point putting Bergville in the starting 11 because he was substituted for a concussion yesterday. So that's why I just went with Simmons. What was it? A couple of minutes into the game, Bergville hadn't even touched the ball hardly. Got whacked in the back of the head. Didn't really want to go off, but under the new rules, new protocols, he had to be taken off. Simmons come on this place, was substituted himself later on in the game. I see a lot of fans sort of saying Simmons is a waste of time. He's frustrating. He's not good enough. He's another Brian Hill. I disagree. I really disagree. Yes, he doesn't look good now. Yes, he's not producing what he should do. I said in my notes, again, no lack of effort. You saw the effort there. He was trying his best, getting back and tackling. I think he got booked, didn't he? Or to give away a few free kicks. But that was him trying to get back and do his defensive work. Where I'm getting a little bit frustrated with him is that he's not learning from his mistakes. He's not learning that. I think he needs bulking up. But I think we need to be patient with this guy. I think we do. We have to be patient. We have to give him time. And fans at the moment are not in a patient mood. We're not in the mood to be patient and give these players times to time to settle in the Premier League and get used to the pace, get used to how the Premier League is. And for me, look, I think he will come good. I've got faith in him. I know he will come good, and I think we've got to stick with it. I think yeah, you can be frustrated with him. Of course you can. And I think you can also be critical of him. Of course you can. But I think if you're too critical and we keep on him, it's going to dent his confidence. His confidence is already low at the moment. And I think he's more annoyed than I'm sure any player would tell you. And I'm sure anybody, if you're not doing a good job, the hardest person to be hard on you is yourself. If I don't do a good pre-record or good show or my content's not good, the hardest person on me is myself because I want to do the best I can. Every pre-record, every show, every live show, every watch along, every player ratings. So I think we need to give this guy time. He needs support. He needs our support, guys. So look, I've seen it around a few YouTube channels, frustrating, not good enough, not Premier League style, need to get rid. I don't believe that. He will come good. He's a young lad. He's moved. He's moved into a new country, a new league, and no disrespect to the Dutch league, it ain't no Premier League. So he's going to take time to to settle in and time to get going. And when he does get going, a lot of them fans are going to turn around and say, maybe we were a bit wrong. But for me, plenty of effort, but not right went for him. And that's how it's going at the moment for Xavi Simons. But for me, he will get there. Keep the faith in him. Substitutes as well. Richie with Trey. Richarlison Romero improved us a little when they came on. Richarlison did not have any chances to equalise, but did bring others into the gameplay more successfully than we have seen it in other times this season. Still think he was poor though. I still think he was very poor. That was one of the things I read into it, but I think a lot went wrong for him today. Romero did come in. I think he was the best out of the substitutes today. Came out, started showing a little bit of determination, a little bit. And I think Van der Van got better as well with him by his side. So look, it is what it is. The other three, Destiny Udogie, Brennan Johnson, Odegaard, what I give to them, Johnson, Odegaard, and Udogie did not get into the game at all, though they were not alone in that respect. Johnson still seems to want to cross the ball low into the box. And that was the thing I noticed yesterday. He was crossing it, whipping it into the box, but nobody was there. You need to change it up a little bit. You need to be different. You need to be a little bit different with the way that you're trying to get the ball into the box. And I'm sorry, he's not good enough. And he keeps he's a one-trick pony for me. And everyone is slating Savvy off, Simmons off. And everyone's slagging Johnson up. I look, Simmons will come good. Johnson's a one-trick pony who needs to go. Odegaard again didn't get into the game, nor did Destiny Udogie, and I thought very poor. So no impact from the subs at all, guys. That's my play rates. Let me know if you agree or disagree with them. Look, on Thomas Frank as well. I think he got the team wrong. I think he got his tactics wrong yesterday with too defensive at home. As I said, there will be a video coming out in the next 24 hours or 48 hours on Thomas Frank. I'm going to try to do it with the Keeler if I can, because I want to bring a different perspective into it. But for me, it ain't good enough. And the way we're heading, I think third in the league is a false position for us. We're not third best. And it shows how the Premier League's going, doesn't it? That we're sort of up there. Now, I'm recording this before the end of the half four game. So at the moment, I think we're still in third place. Man City are beating Bournemouth 2-1. So Man City will go up the league a little bit, which might drop us down to fourth, I think. So let me, and West Ham won today as well, which was quite a surprise as well by the time I'm recording this. So let me just check. Yeah, we don't want that. Yeah, don't want that. Thank you. Do not want that. Here's the table now. Yeah, Tottenham are down to fifth at the moment on 17 points. Man City are up to second. Liverpool third. Man City fourth. Spurs are in fifth at the moment on 17 points. Only a point behind. We're only 2 points behind Man City, a point behind Liverpool, and a point behind Bournemouth. We're ahead on Chelsea and goal difference and Sunderland as well. We're in the same points as Man United. Next week, if we lose against United, we can drop down probably as far as 10th place in the league if all results go against us. Going into the international break. And who do we get after the international break? Arsenal, North London derby. Tough times ahead. Tough times ahead. So Thomas Frank has to get the tactics right next Saturday. Don't forget, we've got Copenhagen on Tuesday as well. If we don't win that and lose against Man City, there'll be a lot of fans questioning Thomas Frank. I still think we've got to give him time. I don't think he's been backed yet, but I will give my proper thoughts on it in the video coming out. But guys, thank you. Please like, please subscribe, hit the notification bell as well. Plenty of other content coming up as well for you guys. But whatever you do, come on, you Spurs. We never trust. We never stop. Yeah. In the world of United, City and Rovers, there is only one Hotspur, the mighty Tottenham Hotspur. Come on, you Spurs.
Eyes on the